What is up, family? What is up? Dr. G is here, and I want to bring a message of awareness. I'm going to post this on both of my channels, okay? Catering to the Culture with Dr. G, and also Dr. G Presents a Silo for Single Mothers, because I think it's important, right? So I have a couple messages for both channels today, so let's just get it cracking. So a little bit about this whole Popeye's chicken craze. I didn't have an opinion on it initially, but I've been hearing some really good commentary, and so I want to be sure to share the commentary that I hear that I sort of resonate with on this subject, right? And so this whole craze is going on with these chicken sandwiches, and there are people online who are quote unquote embarrassed about Black people and all of this love for chicken and this, that, and the other. And I just have to say, the reason why I didn't have an opinion on it initially, and I wasn't going to speak on it, is because, really, who cares, right? Folks eat what they want to eat. We fetishize all kinds of things: food, clothes, jewels, all kinds of things. And so to me, it just wasn't a need. There wasn't a need to get on and talk so badly about people who happen to love chicken. The problem is, we as Black people don't always recognize when our the things that we like and the things that we've made popular, okay? We don't always recognize when those things are being stolen from us and then sold back to us, right? That appropriation that I talk about often, okay? So, there's this stigma with Black people loving fried chicken and watermelon, and I just don't understand it, right? It's a part of our food culture. We eat fried chicken and all types of chicken, and we like watermelon. So the hell what? You can't hardly find a healthier fruit outside of the watermelon. It is like eating your water, okay? So if I can get my people to drink more water and to hydrate more by eating watermelon, then that's what I'm going to tell them to do. Okay, that's what I'm going to suggest that they do. It doesn't make sense that we can't stand up and honor our cultural attributes in a way that diminishes the stereotypical negativity that comes with those attributes. Okay, you guys have got to recognize the Black people eating chicken is not what makes KFC, Popeye's, churches, and all of these people multi-million billionaires in the food industry. It's just not, okay? We can't be the only ones consuming this fried chicken, okay? Give me a break, right? And so for that reason, I just think it's nonsense to be critical about it. But what I will say, Black family, is overall, we really have got to do a better job with our choices with regard to food. We just have to, okay? All of the fried and the processed and the fat and the just basically fake food, okay, is killing us. And don't think that mainstream society is not aware, okay? It's not aware. When Popeye's chicken, when Chick-fil-A came out with their grilled chicken sandwich, okay, because they didn't always have a grilled chicken sandwich. When they came out with their grilled chicken sandwich, there wasn't a craze about that. It wasn't put on, oh, this sandwich is so good and this and that and the other. And clearly a grilled sandwich is going to be better than a fried sandwich from a health perspective, okay? So for me, it's about, how can I educate my people and drop jewels of knowledge to them about healthy eating, about healthy things to drink, right? So that we can stay out of these hospitals or hospices, okay? And if you get my drift, a hospice is where you go to die, okay? Lately and nowadays, I don't see a lot of difference between the hospice and the hospital, okay? I need for us to make wiser decisions about our food intake overall so that we can stay out of the hospice. Too many of our people go into the hospitals ill from regular kind of things that seem curable, things that don't have necessarily a death wish attached or a death label attached, right? And for some odd reason, they don't make it out, right? They go under surgery, they have surgeries. After the surgery, they wake up, they're fine, they're talking, and then all of a sudden they contracted this infection, or this thing happened, or this complication occurred, and I'm just over it. I don't trust the hospital. I don't want to leave my care in the hands of anyone. Okay, I don't want someone else to have the decision over whether or not they give me the top-notch treatment, which will save my life, or the lower-notch treatment, which could have my life in balance, but it's based on some sort of experiment for them to see if the low treatment helps or doesn't help. And you won't know. How will you know as the sick person, as the patient, whether or not they did what they were supposed to be doing? Most of the time when our family and loved ones pass away in the hospital, we pretty much diminish it as, okay, they didn't recover from the surgery, or, you know, they weren't able to sustain whatever the treatment was. We just deduce it as, okay, our loved one is gone, they didn't make it. Rarely do we in our community push back and challenge the healthcare facility to say, hey, wait a minute, my loved one was perfectly fine when they walked in here, and now you want to tell me that they didn't make it? Okay, I need us to be more conscious about that situation. And if you can control your health or be in better health as a result of what you're eating and not eating, then that means that you have some control over it. And I need us to exercise better decision making overall. Okay, so from that vantage point, through that lens, the Popeye's chicken sandwich is just not something we should be eating. It's high in polysaturated fat. It's fried in chemicals, okay? No telling how long that chicken was dead before they killed it, okay? And then they come and batter it up and feed it to us in record numbers. That's what I need us to be aware of. If you eat chicken and you love chicken, by all means, go out and have yourself some chicken, okay? Dr. G is here to tell you I stop eating chicken every other year. Every other year, I stop eating chicken. So, you know, today you might find me as a complete vegetarian, not eating anything except vegetables and maybe some fish here and there, right? So pescatarian. But the next year, tomorrow, the next hour, Dr. G might partake in some chicken. Okay? It's about me appeasing myself and giving myself those simple pleasures in complete moderation. Complete moderation. Okay? Because again, my goal is to stay out of the hospice. If I can do that by watching what I eat and what I drink, then that means I'm in control. That means it's my responsibility. Okay, Black people? So overall, make sure what you're feeding your family and yourself is something that can sustain your health. If it's not, cut it out, don't eat it, throw it out. All right, folks. So let's give our people a break on all this criticism about these damn chicken sandwiches. You all know that propaganda is put out there for a reason. You know it's a distraction from something that's more important. And overall, we can't really afford to criticize one another, because the very thing that I'm doing well, somebody else is not doing well at. Well, guess what? The thing that I suck at, somebody else is doing very well. So I can't criticize somebody else for their intake when something that I may be partaking in is just as hazardous. All right, Black family. All right, I'm gonna leave you with that. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you're taking care of my babies. Make sure you are watching what they eat. They should be having a healthy number of fruits and vegetables every single day, and so should you. Make sure you got your water intake way up. All right, peace out, you guys. I'll see you in the next video.